It's been an interesting reading year so far.
Yeah.
I've been loving reading lately, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I've just been on a roll.
I know. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I'm Madeline Bookout.
And I am Hannah Bookout, and this is the Check This Book Out podcast, where two sisters talk about fantasy and romance.
Today, we are doing a book talk. We're going to just talk about what we've been reading this year, do a mid-year check-in, and talk about Hannah's and my first book signing experience.
Mm-hmm.
Baby's first book signing. So yeah, without further ado, everybody, grab your Goodreads, find your comfy reading chair, and let's check this book out. So I think the way that we'll structure this is we're just going to go through the books we've read this year, chat through them, and kind of discuss like one book at each rating level for the year.
Mm-hmm. Kind of just highlighting the books that we've wanted to talk to you guys about, but haven't really found a reason to yet.
Yeah.
Or it just hasn't come up.
Yeah, because we've obviously done how many book clubs at this point? 5?
Yeah.
And those end up taking like the primary focus of our episodes. So we've been doing a lot of reading behind the scenes.
Of course.
You want to start with 5 stars?
I kind of feel like we should work our way up.
Oh, okay. Actually, we're going to start at the true bottom of the barrel with DNFs.
Right.
I have only had 1 DNF this year so far.
Okay, let's hear it.
Road of Bones by Demi Winters.
Yeah.
So Hannah,
I could have told you that.
Well, the thing is that you did tell me that.
Yeah.
And I didn't listen. Hannah kind of warned me off of this one because you finished the first one and you DNF'd the second.
Right.
And I should have taken that as a sign, but it just sounded like, actually, it didn't sound anything. The cover looked good. Yeah. So I was drawn in by a cover. And I got in probably like 15, close to 20%, and it just wasn't delivering.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't understand Gaelic or Swedish or whatever language that book was using. It was using a lot of complicated words in a language I didn't understand.
Right.
With no context, like with no explanation.
Yeah. That book is just very mild.
Yeah.
And like there was a turn at the end that I really liked. So I did start the second book, but it's just like the big reveal happened and now it's just kind of and then they threw in another POV and I'm like, wow.
Oh, in the second book they did? See, I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I've actually DNF'd 2 books this year.
I was about to say.
Yeah, this one we have to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
You go for it.
The Rites of the Starling, or whatever the heck it's called, by Devney Perry.
So I reread the first book. This was the first time you've ever read it.
Right.
And the first time I read it, I gave it 4 stars. The second time I read it, I gave it like 2.5. Did I tell you that I bumped down my rating?
I don't think you did.
We talked about it a little bit on our Romantasy episode, how misleading trope branding and stuff. And
right. Yeah.
And literally live on the episode, I pushed it down. I DNF'd the second one, but to be fair, I really only read like 15 pages.
Really?
Yeah, because you stopped in the middle and you DNF'd it, so I was like, there's no point.
That's right. I got 50% into this book and I DNF'd.
That's such a commitment. It's kind of long, isn't it?
Yeah, probably like 500 pages. I didn't mind the extra POV, but I just grew increasingly disinterested in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I sort of was intrigued by the plot and where it was going, but the level of interest I had did not outweigh my boredom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could foresee myself finishing that book and maybe giving it like a 3 or a 2.5. Like it's just so mid. Sure, maybe there's some big reveal at the end, which I'm sure there is, but I just like, I've read better, so just trash it. Move on to bigger and better, and I did. I don't miss it. I don't miss that book.
The thing that intrigued me the most from what I'd seen online was people saying that there were a lot of Easter eggs. And that drew me in. I was like, oh, okay, like I want to put pieces together. I want to like critically think and about this book. And then I just was like, okay, no, I'm already PO'd.
Yeah.
Like I'm already mad like at this fucking ghoul or whatever he is. What is it? The
Vector.
The Vector. Oh yeah. I almost said voyeur.
The something.
It started with a V though.
It definitely did. You know what's so funny is I pictured those magic people as like villagers from Minecraft. No?
I've never done Minecraft.
You don't know what a villager from Minecraft is?
It just looks like a person?
No.
I know what the vampires look like. Wait,
They
no,
have
zombies.
like a
the...
Squidward nose.
No, I've never seen it.
Okay,
I have to go
whatever. Whatever.
I have to go look it up. Oh.
Hey, let me see what photo.
And they float around.
Yeah. Voster.
Yeah. Vector.
The Vector.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't like that plot to begin with in the first book.
Yeah.
I would love to know how it ends, though.
Me too.
You know what? I may go listen to I'll read what she's reading.
I love doing that.
I may go listen to their book review just because I don't want to read the book.
I love doing that. Like a book like this, I'm not interested enough to finish it, but I still am kind of curious. I'll just go listen to a book review.
Yeah.
And like spoil it for myself.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. Because I don't think I'm going to pick it up. I don't think I'm going to do it.
Yeah, no. One other thing I was going to say that this applies to The Road of Bones, which I don't know if you got that far into it, but there is nothing more boring in a fantasy book than traveling across the country.
I was also going to say that.
Like, why do we do this? Why do fantasy authors do this?
The journey book.
The journey.
It's usually the second book, too.
Yeah, it's the second book, and I'm like, I'm so bored. Get off your freaking horse, bro.
Yes, no.
Like, do something.
And I could tell that's what Rites of Starling was shaping up to be. Oh my god, we got to travel to the other side of the world.
Yeah, I was so sick of it. And The Road of Bones was the same way.
Yeah, well, and the crazy thing is that The Road of Bones was doing that in the first book. Can you believe?
Well, that was the whole plot. Literally, they're on the Road of Bones. Anywho, yeah, that is not a plot line I like at all.
Yeah.
Move on to one stars.
The only 1 star I gave was to that short story.
Same.
And we gave different 1 stars.
Yeah. I don't know if it's worth even going into it.
No.
There are Valentine short stories. It's really not that big of a deal. Yeah, We've talked about them.
Yeah, we did the book review or the book club for that in February, and there were many of them, and some of them were great, and some of them were not great.
Right. 2 stars.
I have given plenty.
I have given a decent amount also. Would you like to go first?
No, you can go first.
Okay. I don't mean to push any buttons, but The Mistake by Elle Kennedy.
That's the one I was going to do as well.
Oh, crap.
That's okay.
Okay, well, no, like, disrespect. Like, really, it's not that big of a deal, okay? I gave it 2 stars, but it's not that big of a deal, okay? Let's calm down.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm just going to read my review because I think that puts it all in the words concisely, and I don't want to ramble. Loved the characters, but the meet cute and chemistry were so forced. Also, chapter 33 pisses me off. Grace shouldn't be a therapist if she takes personal insult to another person's maladaptive coping. That's all I gotta say.
I thought that was so beautifully written.
Thanks.
You're welcome. It sounded so mature.
Was it you that commented like, wow, look at your like SAT vocab? I was like, what?
That was me. I was like, maladaptive. That just sounded like a big word.
Yeah.
On the other side, I didn't like the characters.
Oh.
I didn't. I did not like Grace.
Really?
No.
Okay. I
thought that the characters like didn't really have any personality.
Right.
The most personality in that book was fucking Ramona.
Yeah.
Her best friend.
The baddie.
Yeah. Honestly, the whole entire time I was reading that book, I just kept thinking that how different they were going to have to make the TV show season for Logan.
I know. I hope they totally switch it up.
It needs to be way different.
Yeah,
what is in that book is not going to be good for TV.
Nope.
But I trust them because the changes that they made for the deal were spot on.
Yeah.
So
they were good.
They were really good.
Good changes. Yeah, they just kind of need to scrap this book and come up with something completely different, which it seems like the show will do, considering the sibling and the dad versus mom being switched up.
Yeah.
So it already seems like there's going to be a big difference.
Lot of changes to his story already.
Yeah. And thank goodness.
Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of the characters. I was like, damn, I like Logan better in the TV series.
I think that's maybe why I kind of liked him.
You were influenced?
Yeah. I think I was picturing him in my head. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. I know. He's so cutie. Yeah. Did you know he's on Broadway?
Stop.
Yeah, he's an incredible voice. I'll have to show you videos after.
He looks so familiar. I don't know what he's been in that I know him from. Maybe I guess something from Broadway. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll have to look. I opened TikTok and it was his sister had posted TikTok and it's like, it's disgusting that my FYP is like full of like thirst traps for my
Josephy's
brother.
Yeah, I can imagine that's
Like,
probably
tough.
alarming.
Tough.
But yeah.
Unfortunate. I do think that you're gonna like The Score a lot.
Not gonna lie, I kind of have some procrastination reading that.
Yeah, I don't think I'm honestly gonna read it until before the next book or the next season comes out.
Totally agree. I may even read it after the show.
That's fair.
Yeah.
No, I won't.
What?
I mean, I've read it before.
Oh.
I don't really remember much of the plot, but I liked knowing what I thought was gonna happen.
Being proven wrong.
Scene. I liked it. Yeah, I liked knowing the differences like in the moment.
Valid. Okay.
And I don't want preconceived notions when I read the book.
Fair. Do you have another 2-star you want to talk about? Or...
I do have another 2-star that I rated this year, but I've talked about it a little bit already on our Romantasy episode. The Ascended by Bree, Greenwich, I think is the name.
Mm-hmm.
A classic example of Romantasy overhyping books that are horrible. Like, that's really what it was.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't good. And that book was 800 pages and I suffered through it for no reason. Because I'm not going to read the second book that comes out this year. I'm not going to do that to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay.
Should have just DNF'd. That's a long time to stay committed.
But the thing is that I read it very fast. Like, by the end when I was done and I looked up how many pages it was, I was like, no way.
Yeah.
You know, it's the Kindle effect.
Oh, yeah. The Kindle effect. That's so
exactly
real.
what it is.
That's funny.
That's kind of why I like reading on Kindles, because I feel like I'd be intimidated by big books.
Oh, heck yeah. I would be so bothered by the font size, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Because I read literally this big.
Yeah. I like to customize small or big. Depends how I'm feeling.
You know what I've started doing is now that I have the new Kindle, you can make it landscape.
Oh.
Yeah. And so what I'll do is I'll put my little remote on it and I'll lay on my side in my bed and I'll prop it up on my case so that it's like,
nice.
and I'll just
ultimate like bed rotting right there.
It's actually better because I have one of those stands too, where you can like prop it.
Yeah,
this is better.
I have a Kindle clicker, but I don't use it often.
Oh, I use mine all the time.
I should use it more
because otherwise I'm like this. I'm like holding it really awkwardly. Yeah. So I like to lay down.
Yeah, I'm a bed reader through and through. I'm a bed reader. Okay.
It turns out after looking at my books again that I had read that I only rated those 2 stars. I thought I had given more.
I had I think a few other that were like 2.25 and all that.
That's I rounded up on some of these.
Yeah. 3-star. I went first last time, so do you want to go first?
A book that I rated 3 stars this year was And Back to You by B.K. Borison. Yeah. I just finished this literally last night. Yeah. And it was one of my most anticipated reads of 2026. And it was good, but it wasn't great. Yeah. You know, like I enjoyed it and I love, so I ate it up. And there were some tropes in it that I really liked, but it was just so mid. I think it was the characters. I didn't feel like the characters were very well developed. The first half of the book I think was banging, and the second half of the book was like really not good. Sometimes it just doesn't sit right with you. Yeah. Yeah. It's such a shame because the covers are so cute. So I'm going to buy them anyways, even though it was a mid book.
Doesn't the third one come out next year?
Around the same time, yeah. February.
BK, putting in the work.
Dude, yeah. I know.
Releasing time.
Two books this year.
Yeah.
I do still think that you should read them, though.
You know, they're on my TBR. It's just, I haven't been in the mood for it. I don't know why. I think I'm scared.
They're kind of winter reads.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Okay, then maybe I'll save them. I loved Good Spirit so much that it put BK on kind of a bit of a pedestal. So I'm kind of nervous to be let down because I tried Love Light Farms.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I only tried like a chapter, but I didn't like it.
I read the first one, started the second one. The second one was not good, and I DNF'd the series.
So I guess I'm just nervous. I think I just am putting it off because of that.
It's a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
It's a Hallmark movie.
That's what they seem like. The covers even.
Yeah. It's a Hallmark movie. And so it's like you get what you came there for, but they're not life-altering romances. Like, and there's not really any commentary or themes in them. That's why I think that I rate them low. Is like I'm comparing it to the Abby Jimenez of the world. Oh. Like, you know, my god tier romance authors.
Yeah.
There's just not anything like astounding about them. But they're still good. Like they still get my feet kicking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You giggling and
I
kicking
still
your
be
feet.
giggling, but I'm not applauding at the end. There's no
Okay.
standing ovation.
Okay. I feel you.
But they are definitely winter books.
Maybe I'll try it in the winter then. Maybe after I read Grim Tidings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe after I read this.
That's also such a cute cover. She has banging covers.
Mm-hmm. All right, are we getting into 3 stars? Is that where we're at?
Yeah, we're in 3 stars right now.
Okay, I had 2 I could talk about, but I'm actually going to talk about... they're 2 K.A. Tucker books. I don't know which one to do.
I have a second 3-star that I could talk about.
I'm going to talk about the one that I feel like I have more substance about, because 2 of these books are K.A. Tucker books, but I'm going to talk about North Country.
Okay.
I want you to read this.
Oh.
So I'm actually going to not talk about too much. Okay. I'm not going to say a whole lot about the plot, but this is a book by K.A. Tucker that's coming out actually this month that I got the pleasure of having an arc for, which is awesome. This is my first
baby's first arc.
Yeah, it was my first arc, and what an honor it is to have a book by K.A. Tucker, who I've read since 2020, probably 2020. So that was epic. But this is a romance, but like also women's fiction. But it's, and I don't really read women's fiction, y'all know this, but the romance was there enough to, I could also call it maybe a romance. It was a romantic suspense.
I've also read a romantic
Yes, I know you have, by Catherine
Cowles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was my first dabble in romantic suspense, and I really liked it. I liked it. I don't know if any of you guys have read the Rose Gardner series. I read that series when I was way too young. I should not have been reading that on my Kindle with my middle school friends. But it kind of gave me that nostalgic feeling of like Rose Gardner. There's kind of like an investigation going on, but then there's like delicious romance on the side. But it also, this book really freaking tugs on your heartstrings. Oh, should I say the plot? Should I tell you?
If you want to.
Okay, I'll give you this. Prison convict just got out of prison, and a cop. That's a rat. Yeah. No, it's actually delicious.
Oh! Okay,
so
there's a little bit of like morally gray.
Yeah. Just imagine the tension with that, first of all.
Yeah.
Because it's there. But I think why I gave this 3 stars is like, there was also like so much more that the book could have done. There could have been more tension. There could have been more like romantic suspense. Like there could have been more going into the depth of like the prison and like the history of like how that went and stuff. So it's like, oh, I just am left wanting.
Is it a series? Like
no, it's a standalone. Okay. So maybe that's also kind of what it was, is a standalone. So you kind of feel like, oh, wait, there could be more. And
yeah,
you're kind of left on like the edge of a cliff. But I still liked it. So K.A. Tucker can do no wrong.
You really liked the other series that you read by her, though, right?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to give that a chance.
I would talk about that one too, but I already told you my 3-star.
Can I just say my other 3-star? Just one of them.
If you let me.
Okay, fine. I want to talk about this one though because it's like another instant buy romance author for me.
Okay.
Hannah Bonam-Young, People Pleasing.
Oh, tell me about this.
Yeah, so I wanted to love it so bad.
Oh.
Like I wanted it to be 5 stars. I wanted it to be out on a limb. I think that she like did something wrong with the first impressions of the characters. And like when I went and read reviews afterwards, and one of the reasons I was so hesitant to read it was because I had heard that the main character Milo was like gross. When I think that it ended up not being as bad as people thought. Like they DNF'd it and didn't see the like character growth. What I loved about it was that Hannah Bonam-Young writes such beautiful human stories. Like we've talked about that. And I think she still achieved that. What I didn't love about it is that it felt very rushed. And also, like, I don't think that Hannah Bonam-Young has any business writing dual POV.
Yeah.
And that's really what it came down to, was the dual POV. But I probably will read the second one that's coming out this year because I think it sets up really, really nicely.
The synopsis of the second book sounds so good.
The second one, it's there.
It's giving problematic summer romance, and I love that.
Except even better because I think I'm gonna really like the guy.
Oh yeah,
because he seems like a simp, and I just love that.
I love a simp.
So yeah, that's kind of the reason why I wanted to talk about that, is because while it was mid, I'm still excited for the next one.
3 stars are good too.
Yeah,
it sounds like it's low, but they're still good.
Yeah, what I can do if you don't want to read the first one is you can wait until I read the second one and tell you if either of them are worth it.
I like that plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please report back.
Yeah.
Because I need to read more Hannah Bonam-Young, but I think there's just like very mixed reviews.
Yeah.
You know?
Her Out series, like those two, Out on a Limb and Out of the Woods, like they are very popular and highly liked, I would say, across the board. But Next, which I've read the first one, and this one are like the ratings are pretty tough.
But people watching, people pleasing, and then there's like Next of Kin and
Next of Kin I've read, but not Next to You, I think is the other one.
Shall I go on to my other 3-star?
Yes.
Okay. I kind of want to talk about the series in a whole, because I would probably rate the whole series like a good 3.5.
Okay.
But this is the Wolf Hotel series by Kay Tucker, and my first 3-star I gave was the book Tempt Me. Tempt Me was the first book, and I gave it 3.5. So,
what's that?
I'm gonna start with this. Kay Tucker initially posted this under a pen name of Nina West, and I can tell why, because this series is hot. Like spicy. It kind of took me back to the Wattpad days, like reading just like the most raunchy stuff, but it was still good.
Yeah.
You know? But it's set on a hotel in Alaska. And, Alaska, Kay Tucker will just give you the best. But at this hotel, the hotel owner meets the main female character who is an employee there. She's like also a college student. It's kind of just like a summer job for her. They have like this big like summer college recruitment process to get employees for this hotel as it's opening. It's like grand opening. Oh my gosh, it's just so devourable. The books are so short, like probably 250 to 300 pages each. So you just devour them in a day. And it's like that broody, like millionaire type guy and the innocent girl, but she's like willing to try anything. And it's like boss employee. Like there's just like a lot of tropes that I like, but it's just fun. It's just a freaking fun guilty pleasure series.
That's nice. We need those.
We do. So I devoured them so quick. It was such a palate like cleanser too. I can just like quickly go over the ratings for each. I gave there are 4 books. Sorry, excuse me, 5 books. 3.5, 3.75, 2, 3.75, 4. So it kind of dips in the middle for one of the books. But I think it's just because it was so unrealistic. Is it
interconnected standalones?
No, it follows the same 2 characters.
Oh.
Is it a series about the same characters?
It's just full like romance the whole time. Crazy.
Yeah. But the plot keeps you engaged.
Yeah.
Like each book kind of has a new plot development, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've read anything like that since paranormal romance.
Same.
days.
I hadn't either. I really can't recall like a romance series that I've read.
The only thing that I can think of is Harvest Season.
Tourist season.
Yeah. The second one is Harvest Season.
It's worth a shot.
Okay.
I would recommend them if you're looking for
something spicy.
A quick spice that you can devour in a week.
Yeah. Okay.
It's awesome.
Great. 4 stars?
4 stars. There are so many. Like, I've actually had a great reading year.
I know.
Yeah, I've had a lot of good 4s.
Have you rated anything? Well, I guess we're going to get there.
Yeah. I'm so conflicted.
Oh, fine. Just do more than one.
Okay. Thank you, because I really... It's a romance versus a fantasy.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I approve this.
Okay. I'll start with my romance. It's really nothing to be wowed about. I've talked about it. Flawless by Elsie Silver. It was what I needed at the time. The romance was delicious. We love a Canadian cowboy. I don't know. I've been reading a lot of like Canadian ranch books.
Yeah?
I guess that hits for me, I guess.
It's a subgenre of romance, which is crazy.
It actually really is. And maybe I'm for it because I tend to like them.
Yeah, you
apparently.
like the A-Bud.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your other one?
Oh, I'm still so conflicted. I don't know if I want to do this one or... Okay. This was a 4.25.
Okay.
So I honestly could say this for 5 stars and I would be like totally content with that. But because I'm trying to squeeze in as much as I can in these next 2 categories, I'm going to tell you guys about Bastion by Phil Tucker. Oh my gosh, this was amazing. This is a good ass book. Phil Tucker.
I thought you did give it 5 stars.
No, I didn't quite, because there was something that held me back.
Okay.
I would say...
You can't go too spoiler because I'm reading it right now.
I know. I will say the things that are very obvious to you. Okay. This is a long book. This book is 800 pages. Mm-hmm. It takes a while to build up. How far are you into it?
I think I'm like 17%.
Okay. I would say like it keeps you really well entertained, but it isn't until like 50% where the switch really flips.
Yeah. From what I've read so far, the beginning is so interesting.
Yeah.
And then like it goes...
kind of...
takes a dive.
Yeah. It like hooks you and you're like, yeah, holy crap. And then it's kind of like, now we're doing the world building, kind of getting to know the city and know him and all that. But also, I think it's really hard that he also doesn't really have a personality by like no consequence of the author. I'll very briefly explain. There is a man named Scorio and he has no memories, but he is thrown into this trial with companions and they don't know where they are. They don't know who they are. They just know their names. And they are thrown through a deadly trial. Turns out they actually are great souls of an academy and they've been reborn to conquer hell. This is a fantasy by a really indie author. Like, he is like pretty small. This book has maybe 7,000 ratings. Oh, wow. Criminally underhyped. Mm-hmm. The world building is astounding. The magic system is pretty unique. His writing is gorgeous. Mm-hmm. For such a small author, I am just astounded by how, like, what a hidden gem it is.
Mm-hmm. Can I make a comment about the world building really quick? I think one thing that I've realized is that because he has no memories, it's not as if the main character knows everything and isn't explaining it to you in their like inner monologue or in their thoughts. You are literally learning the world with him, the character. And I think so far that's the most intriguing part of this book.
Yeah. No, really.
His interactions with these characters is what's like you're learning at the same time.
Yep.
And I like feeling a little bit in the dark.
Yeah. I totally agree.
That's just my impression so far.
Yeah. There's also like an academy aspect to it. Like, it's just a really good book, and I would recommend this to everybody, whether you're new to fantasy or whether you're not. It's just hella good. So
the cover is pretty awful, though.
Yeah, don't judge this book by its cover.
In fact, like I think I'm gonna write a letter and be like, more people would read this book, I think, if the cover was not like that.
There actually is another cover that he came out with. Yeah, that's like a special edition, I think, available on his website. But it's kind of giving like the will of the many. Like, that's how cool the second cover is.
It doesn't surprise me that that's kind of the vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. Epic read. Gosh. I'm reading the second book right now.
It's good so far. Mm-hmm. It's hitting. Oh, you didn't mention this part. The audiobook narrator.
Nick Podell is a gift to mankind. The way he can come up with like 80,000 different voices for these characters.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Incredible talent. Apparently, Colby told me that he's the same narrator for Wheel of Time.
Oh, he's the same narrator for The Name of the Wind.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, maybe he is for the Wheel of Time too. I don't know.
But I'm like, how the heck did this huge like audiobook narrator come and do this small, tiny book?
Yeah, I was actually rereading The Name of the Wind on audiobook this year because I needed help falling asleep, and I like fell in love with that book all over again because of that narrator. He is incredible. Like, elevates the reading experience, I would say.
No, yeah, you should if you read this book, you need to listen to it.
Okay. For my 4 stars, I'm actually going to cheat a little bit and talk about a series like you did. The Daevabad trilogy by S.A. Chakraborty, I think is how you say her name.
I have never heard this in my life.
Yeah, so I've seen it. I've been seeing a lot over on like Instagram. It is a fantasy, like full stop. It is an epic fantasy. A little bit of like a historical fantasy though. The first book is called The City of Brass. So I gave the first book 4 stars. I gave the second book 4 stars, and I gave the last book 5 stars.
Wow.
Yeah. Here's what I loved about it. So unique. I have never read anything like it. Picture Aladdin. Like, it's literally Aladdin.
That's awesome.
It's so fun. The character development throughout the entire series, it's probably some of the best character development I've ever read.
Wow.
And the story that she tells, like the political intrigue, which is usually not something that I'm very drawn to, that is very, very heavy in this series. It's a lot of politics, was really so well done, like very engaging. So those are the things I liked. The things I didn't like were that I would say that each book was pretty slow until the 50% mark, but I think that that's partially because of the political intrigue piece of it. It took a while to get to like actual action, which I'm used to seeing, I think, more spread throughout a book than just in the end of it. The world building itself did take me a little bit, but I think it's because it's something that was totally unfamiliar to me. Like, there's not any reference point for the kind of world that she builds, which is like one of the things that I liked, is that it was unique. So you have to read it.
I will.
Here's the thing though, I don't know if you'd like it.
Really?
I think that you would, but like, it's kind of one of those books that I'm scared that you're going to DNF it like the late Raven Scholar, and you won't like.
Oh, well, I'm willing to give it a shot.
Yeah, I think you should.
Okay.
It's very cool.
Okay.
There's just something about a romance in a fantasy series, you know?
No, really though, there is.
Like, when there's just something about it. I love it.
It just
does.
hits.
It hits so good. Actually, this book is so good. Actually, it's so good. You need to read it.
Okay. I'll add it to my TBR.
Yeah.
Promise.
And the last thing I'll say about it is that the last book, the one I gave 5 stars, is the perfect culmination of the story. It is an outstanding conclusion to the series, the whole entire book. And I felt bad a little bit not giving the first 2 5 stars because I liked them so much. But it wasn't until the 3rd book that I was like, fuck, that's good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyways,
I love this reaction.
You guys should read it. It's
okay,
so
noted.
It's probably the most excited I've been about a series that you and I haven't read together in a really long time.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Yeah. Heck yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways.
Did you have another one?
Oh, I think I did. I'll let you choose which one I talk about.
Okay.
Because one of them you've read and one of them you haven't.
Okay.
And one of them's like the last book in a series. 2 books that I rated 4 stars were Yumi and the Nightmare Painter by Brandon Sanderson and Wind and Truth by Brandon Sanderson.
I'm biased because I've read Yumi, but I also kind of want to hear you talk about Wind and Truth, not gonna lie.
Okay.
Because I need a push to read that series.
Okay. Wind and Truth is the 5th book in the first era of the Stormlight Archive series. It's like probably almost 1,500 pages.
That's insane.
Yeah. It's literally a Bible. And it took me a very long time to read it. It was so good. Like, Brandon Sanderson really doesn't mess up for me.
Yeah.
I think I've given only one of his books lower than 3 stars. I just really enjoy his work. But I would say that he does something so drastically different in this book than the first 4. And it's by nature of the plot. Like, I really don't think that he could have done it any other way because the plot, like, demanded it, I would say. Think a little bit like the second hierarchy. Think Strength of the Few. How different of a writing style change there is in the second book. And it really took me like probably 30 to 40% to get used to it. What I expected of this book, I did not get it at all. Like, all of my expectations and assumptions about how it was going to go did not happen, except for like one thing. That's not a bad thing, like not a bad way, but it was very jarring. And I just came out of it being like, what the heck? So that's why I gave it 4 stars. I think all of the other ones I gave 5 stars though. So,
so there's 2 eras to Stormlight Archive also. 3 books and then 3.
No, 5 and 5.
5 and 5. Holy crap! I need to catch up in life, and I need to freaking read these books. Sometimes I think about how I started The Way of Kings, and I think about the beginning,
and it's like,
and I'm like, wow, like that was really good.
There's nothing quite like Callan and Stormblast, bro. Like,
dude. And I think about it sometimes. I'm like, that really was good. But then I think about where I DNF'd it or like stopped, and I'm like, that part was really boring. So it's like, this constant battle with my mind.
I will say that the first book, I would say, takes a solid 200 pages before
You're invested?
You're so invested that it becomes your life.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, 5 stars. So I've actually only given 1 5-star this year, thus far. Project Hail Mary.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to give you a 4.5.
Okay, that's fine.
If that's okay.
I approve of this.
Okay. I feel comfortable enough putting it in this category. All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. Is that how you say it?
I say Zapata.
Zapata?
I don't know if it matters.
So I may be cheating a little bit because I finished this book on New Year's Eve. But I've never talked about it on the podcast because it was in between like best books we've read of 2025 and then starting this year.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, thank you. It was a pretty long romance book, and it gave the romance the opportunity to have the most delicious slow burn of all time.
I will tell you, Mariana is the queen of the slow burn.
Dude, it hit. I was like, give me that. It was delicious.
Yeah. Every single one of her books is probably some of the best slow burn out there.
See, I'm gonna have to like pace myself, like give them to myself like little dog treats because there's something in there that just was so good.
Did you try From Lukov with Love?
I haven't yet.
Yeah, that one, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Also, she has a soccer romance, and hell yeah.
Yeah.
Who does that? The last soccer romance I read was Camp Confidential, bro.
Oh my gosh, what a throwback.
Yeah,
I forgot about those.
Good. I remember Alex and her little tomboy self. I thought it was her. But yeah, she's incredible. She's really good.
Really good.
Has she come out with anything since that book? I don't think so.
I don't know.
It's been a while.
Yeah, she's not really talked about often. So, but yeah, I read this at the right time. It's definitely like a cozy winter read, like evergreen trees and like hiking and wilderness and it's just so good.
So I've actually rated several books 5 stars.
I'm so jealous. Like how have I had such a good reading year, but I have only given 1 5-star? But there's so many like close to 5 stars.
2 of them are rereads. One of them we've already talked about, but not really because of reasons. One of them was Funny Story by Emily Henry. I reread that this year. I don't really need to talk about it. The second one is The Raven Scholar by Antonia Hodgson. And the reason why I've never talked about it on the podcast like at length is because we were going to review it this month for our book club. Hannah wasn't feeling it, so we decided to pivot and read it next year when the second book, A Fox in the Winter, comes out.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it would be interesting, wouldn't it? Guys, this book was so good. I think that I may be into like Japanese, Chinese inspired fantasy. It's not something I've ever journeyed into, but I ate that part of it up. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's trials and it's religion sort of, but not really religion. Betrayal and plot twist after plot twist after plot twist. And like, when I tell you that Colby, our older brother, read this with me back in January, and he didn't love it as much as I did, but he still like thought very highly of it. Even he didn't guess it. And I think that tells you something because Colby, I would say, is a very critical like thinker. He is a very astute reader. And so even he was texting me afterwards being like, oh my gosh, I did not see that coming at all. Because what you think and what they tell you, it ends up being like 3 plot twists on top of each other.
Dang.
Yeah, it was a very easy 5 stars. And it was the first book I read this year. So I felt on top of the world. Yeah.
Started the year on such a high for both of us.
Yeah, I also gave Project Hail Mary 5 stars. But
dang. That wraps it up.
You really do. And I think that when you get to it, you are going to love it. I do think that.
I do think I was about to get to the good part.
You really were. Like,
the main character was depressing me too much. I'm like, oh, your life sucks.
Her personality doesn't change. Like, I'll tell you that much. But that's one of my favorite things about her. Her story is good though. Like,
okay,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I asked Hannah what percentage she was at so that I could go and look for this one specific part that I think changed the game for me and added so much like interest to the plot in general, and she's literally 1 chapter from it.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, I did. The reason why we didn't end up reviewing it though is because I was gonna try to reread it on audiobook and I realized it was too soon. Yeah, like I just need like another year to sit with it. Yeah, and then forget everything.
Okay, noted. I don't remember you telling me that.
Oh, maybe I didn't. But
Okay.
yeah, you're very close. Oh
Okay.
yeah, that's literally all.
That wraps it up. That's a little sneak peek into what we've read so far this year, which it's been an interesting reading year so far.
Yeah.
I've been loving reading lately, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I've just been on a roll.
I know.
I love life.
It's literally the best hobby in the world.
It is.
You get to live so many different lives.
So fun.
Everything is interesting.
Yeah, you can just forget real life and just dive into something that's way more interesting.
Yeah, and nothing is the same. I mean, there's a lot of things that are the same, but like
They're
you
beloved.
get to meet new people and go to new places,
Mm-hmm.
and that's my favorite thing in the world.
Mm-hmm. I think one thing in particular I've loved about this year so far is also getting to know new authors. Like, I've picked up a lot of new authors.
Same. I've been intentionally trying to like branch out.
Mm-hmm. It's been awesome.
Yeah, and read smaller authors too.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I do want to ask you before we move on to our book signing chat, what book are you most looking forward to reading in the second half of the year?
But I don't know. Do you have an answer?
I think I have like...
Oh, ACOTAR 6-7. What the hell?
Yeah,
yeah,
actually,
that's going to be the highlight of the year.
Yeah. You know what I saw? I looked up on Goodreads, and the ACOTAR 6 is only like 300 pages.
That has to be a lie.
Let me double check.
That best be a lie.
I'm waiting for that title to drop, bro.
I know.
It's literally got me on the edge of my seat.
It's going to change my life.
I'm like, why are we dangling this carrot? Why? Like, what's the point?
I don't know. I wonder when she'll release it. When does it come out? October? It's kind of like crunch time, girl. Like, we're kind of in
you
it.
don't have much time left.
Yeah.
Get to it.
Like 4 months, no?
Okay, ACOTAR 6 comes out on October 27th. Yeah, 352 pages.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm choosing not to believe. I'm
says.
choosing not to believe.
Meanwhile,
I do not claim.
Book 7 comes out on January 12th, and it's 928 pages.
What the heck?
Yeah. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, this is not what I thought it was going to be at all. I expected them to be about equal, like, length.
Okay, so if I'm remembering correctly, she wrote like an entire story and then she divided it into 3. So I guess the first book is Act 1, but it's so short, and maybe book 7 is Act 2 and 3.
I think that there's a ACOTAR 8.
Well, there will be.
Oh, I see.
But she hasn't like gotten there yet.
Okay. I don't know, man.
I can't even
suspense
try.
is killing me.
Yeah.
I want to fall asleep and then wake up on October 27th.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I would really like to wake up for the book title release too.
And then put me back to sleep.
Cover, and then I can go back to sleep for 4 months.
Dude, I need to reread ACOTAR.
I know. I'm really excited. I'm trying to plan out when I'm going to start it.
Yeah.
You know? Because I think I'm going to take my time.
Yeah, I want to take my time, and I want to time it right.
Yeah. I want the vibe to be right. I think I'm going to do it in September. I think I'm going to read it while I'm in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Like on a plane. But September feels right.
It does.
The fall feels right.
Yeah. I may start in August because I'm a slower reader.
Yeah, give yourself time.
And if I need like a palate cleanser in between, you know?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about our book signing.
Okay.
So we had the absolute pleasure of meeting the Cindy Pham and the Ali Hazelwood.
Oh my god, I can't even think.
This past week.
Even just saying it out loud is the craziest thing ever.
Insane. Guys, this was a life-changing event. I've never met a celebrity before, let alone have I met 2 at once. I kind of blacked out.
Yeah, I did.
The most surreal experience.
Yeah.
As a reader and as a human being.
I thought to myself after we left, I was like, why have I not done that before?
I know.
Like, I should be doing that every day of my life.
All the time.
I don't even need to know who the author is. Like, I just want to be going to their book signings.
It's so fun.
I don't even know how to describe it. Like, I'm at a loss for words. Meeting them in real life, like actually getting the book signed, I was like, these are just people that love to write.
Yeah.
And I love to read. Like, that's how I walked away from that experience. I was like, maybe this is like propping myself up too much, but I thought I'm making their dream come true right now.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
I should have thought it like that. Like, maybe I would have been less nervous.
I was like, they're making my dream come true because I'm like meeting them. But I was like, also, how cool is it for Cindy, like, that she got such a big audience? There were over 200 people there.
There were a lot.
And I was like, good for her.
Yeah.
I was like, this is crazy. This is awesome for her. Like, I was really happy for her and proud of her.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to tell her that.
I guess we'll kind of go into the details, but Cindy Pham is a beloved book reviewer here on YouTube, and I followed her forever. I think you have too. You showed me her channel.
Probably for like 6 years.
No,
myself.
Yeah, it's been a long time, and I watch all her stuff. She has the most hilarious ACOTAR book bashing segment that you should go watch. It's hilarious. But been a long time fan, and then she came out with a novel called The Secret Life of Briar Rose, and it's a Sleeping Beauty retelling, but it goes heavily into topics of depression and the theme of like, what if I just never wanted to wake up, that kind of thing. So we heard her speak with Ali Hazelwood about details into like the pros and why she chose it, and the entire backstory on like the cover art, which is stunning, by the way.
Oh my gosh, probably the most beautiful book I've picked up in a year.
And on the topic of that, the chapter POVs don't say like Feyre or Rhysand. Like, it's not their name. It's a beautiful image of the character that tells you what the POV is. That was stunning. I've never seen that before. But then she also goes into like her family and the inspiration behind the characters and all that really cool stuff, and some insight in her personal life. Like, just kind of like getting to know her as a human being. And it was an incredible experience. The talk was probably an hour, and then we did the book signing afterwards where we got to take a photo of them. So go peep our Instagram. They were so nice to us. We talked about how we're sisters, and we talked about our last name being Book Out. We did not talk about our podcast because we got too nervous.
Yeah, I was trying to lead into it to tell them that like, oh, we have a podcast named Check This Book Out podcast, and we just like didn't get there. We got cut off. But I was also like, is that weird to just like walk up to the table and be like, oh my god, I have a book podcast?
Yeah.
Well, and I want to review your book, and I reviewed Deep End, Ali. And and talked about problematic summer romance for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You know? I met one of my heroes.
Yeah. But really, it was we were so nervous and shy. At least I was like,
oh, 100%.
I'm very, very shy. So this was just like so out of my comfort zone, but I like could not be happier that I did this. So 10 out of 10. I hope that you guys are going to book signings too. And if you aren't, be inspired by this and go to one. We have the absolute pleasure of being super close to Half Price Books, the flagship, which hosts a lot of book signings.
Events, yeah.
And then this particular one was at BookPeople in Austin, which is a really cool indie bookstore that I would frequent all the time when I was a student there. So, and it's the homeland of Ali Hazelwood.
Yeah, which is
being
crazy.
In her city,
which is crazy. Apparently, she does events there all the time, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll be back.
Right.
I gotta meet her again.
And you know what's actually hilarious is the day after or the next week was Rachel Schneider for Light Wielder. Yeah, like tomorrow, like literally tomorrow, Rachel Schneider will be there.
Oh, on the book release date. That's kind of crazy.
Rachel Schneider, she wrote Metal Slinger that we just reviewed last week. So, any other thoughts?
Yeah, I kind of actually wanted to get like a little bit more into the actual interview.
Yeah.
So, Ali was like probably the most adorable person ever, obviously, and Cindy is one of the most funny people on the internet. And I thought that like overall they had really good chemistry. And maybe this is just because Cindy is new. I can't tell. I've never been to a book signing, so I wouldn't know for sure. But like, I felt like it was kind of spoilery.
Really? Interesting.
I walked away knowing more than I thought I would know, and more than I wanted to know. However, I was kind of a little like, darn, I've forgotten everything now. Like all the really important stuff where I was like, oh, that's kind of a spoiler. Now I'm like just remembering the overall themes, you know, like I can't recall any of those very specific details anymore anyways. Yeah. So I'm okay with it.
There's like one thing I was like, oh, that probably would have hit more if I didn't know about it, but
you remember too.
Yeah. But I think overall, like, I don't think it spoiled more than what the synopsis would have told me.
There were some pretty specific scene references.
Yeah, I can't remember them either, so that's good.
Yeah, there's like one in particular that like really stands out to me, and I was like, it's not a big deal. It's probably not a huge plot driver.
It was really fascinating to hear about the world, though.
I totally agree.
And like her inspiration behind like each of the season worlds and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Also, Cindy Pham is just one of the most well-spoken people I've ever listened to. Wow, she just sounds so educated. You know, like the words like Like things like that. Like she never said those.
Really?
Yeah, like I think she would say,
she said like a
she
lot.
did say like, and it would be like when she paused. I feel like one thing Madeline and I have talked about is like speaking on this podcast, like trying to untrain ourselves from like saying filler words like that, because it comes off
hard,
yeah, it's very, very hard, and I try to be really conscious of it, but like I could hear it in her voice, like she just knew what she wanted to say, and she sounded very educated, and it was really cool to listen to her.
One thing that actually, when we started this podcast, I thought I was gonna have such a hard time. I literally just did it right.
Yeah, I know.
Now I'm gonna think about it the whole episode.
Can I be really honest with you, super quick?
Yeah.
I cut out so many of your ums. You
Don't tell me that
all the time.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah, you do. I actually probably should be telling you.
Yeah, you do need to tell me that.
Yeah, you do all the time.
I thought that I was going to have a problem with the way my voice sounded on the podcast, because you know how that's a very classic, oh, I don't like the way my voice sounds.
Right.
That's not my problem at all. I talk so slow.
You do.
I talk so slow.
You do.
You can literally watch me on screen process my thoughts.
It's true.
And so I listen to our episodes afterwards and I think, oh my God, I have to listen to myself on 2 times speed. Anyways, I talk like a tortoise.
I have noticed this also. And you say a lot.
Yeah. Well, thank you for cutting them out.
Yeah. I've thought about it a lot. Like, I think it's pretty untraditional that I do a decent amount of editing of our podcast. I don't think that's a typical format. Like, you know, it's supposed to be candid. So I think it's a little bit unorthodox that I chop up the video and stuff. But I think it's for the benefit of all of us because I say so much and I have a issue with like kind of like tripping over my words a lot. You say also and have long breaks in between. So
I do. I will pull out a massive pause.
Yeah.
I'll be talking and then just stop.
Yeah.
And then I'll start talking again.
It's true. It's true. So if you've ever noticed that is why. We're only human. We just want you guys to have a good listening experience. So
yeah. Anywho.
So that was our book signing experience.
It was incredible.
We can't read till we weed.
We can't weed to weed.
We can't wait to read The Secret Life of Briar Rose. I'm stoked, but I definitely need to be mentally well.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I think I might need a minute. I may need to go to therapy before I read that book.
Yeah, and after. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's it, guys.
Yeah, this was a fun episode.
This was a fun episode. Just book yap.
Yep, just yapping.
I'm Madeline Bookout.
And I'm Hannah Bookout. And you should join us 2 Tuesdays from now, where we'll post another episode. But in the meantime, follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Check This Book Out Pod. And join our Fable Book Club, where we are now reading This Kingdom Will Not Kill Me
by June Book Club.
Ilona Andrews. So tune in there. We're always posting little comments and updates. And you can find all our links to our socials in our caption.
See ya.
Bye.